I'm going to show you how Benji Pay's Pay Now links work, as well as Benji Pay's auto processing. So Benji Pay integrates your accounting system with your credit card gateway. I'm using QuickBooks Online. I'm creating a new invoice in QuickBooks Online, and I'm going to send it right to my customer. So right away, my customer should get an email which will have their invoice attached to it. Here it is. Here's the invoice I just created. And in the email, there's a link that the customer can click to pay their invoice now. My company's logo is at the top, and all the details for the invoice are here for the customer to see. The invoice number, the date, the balance owed, and so the customer can enter their name, email address, credit card number, and click please charge my card. So that $350 is being charged through the credit card gateway for my company, and it will show up in my bank account. Right after the customer has paid their invoice, they'll get a receipt by email along with a PDF copy of the paid invoice coming right from the accounting system. At the same time, my accounts receivable department at Avery's Bike Shop has received an email letting them know that the customer has paid their invoice using the Pay Now link. And if I go look in my QuickBooks, that invoice that had been sent to the customer, the payment has been applied by Benji Pay. And if we look at the actual payment itself, Benji Pay has posted all of the details from the credit card transaction to the memo field of the payment. Now, where this becomes really powerful is with Benji Pay's auto processing. What auto processing does is it looks at all of the open invoices for Avery's Bike Shop every day for my company, and it says, is this invoice due yet? Is auto processing enabled for this customer? And do they have a card on file, an enabled profile? If all three of those are true, then Benji Pay is going to automatically process the invoice, send the customer their receipt, and post the payment to QuickBooks, saving me a whole bunch of time. So we can see this one here has a red X, even though the due date is met. The reason that that one won't process is because there's not a card on file yet for this customer. And this one down here also won't process because the due date is not yet met. So we'll wait for the auto processing to run. It runs automatically every morning, and see what the results are. Okay, the auto processing has completed. As you can see here on the auto processing forecast, the only remaining open invoices are the ones that weren't supposed to process. If we go take a look at our transaction results, we can see that all of those invoices were automatically processed. If we go take a look in QuickBooks, we can see all of our recent transactions by clicking the search button. And we can look at any of these recently transacted invoices, and we'll see the payments being posted. Now, since this is a demo environment, I've got the email address for all of those customers set to be my own. And as you can see here, each one of those customers has received their receipt, along with a PDF copy of their paid invoice. Also, my accounts receivable department has received an email with the processing results showing them exactly what happened today and which invoices were approved and which invoices didn't get processed.